All right, welcome to Let's Bake Together. Today we are going to make a delicious hot fudge. And this recipe is very special to me because it was given to me by a little boy that I babysat many years ago. And this was his special creation. And he taught it to me. I still remember standing in his kitchen as he taught it to me, and it was delicious. And I knew for sure that this was going to become a family favorite. And that little boy has a very special place in my heart. And so today, that is going to be the first thing I'm going to teach you how to make on this Let's Bake Together. You're going to need some ice cream, chocolate chips, butter, powdered sugar, and a little vanilla. First of all, you're going to put the butter, a half a cup of butter, in a microwave-safe bowl. Now, the idea of this channel is that we can bake together. So I'm not going to make it, by snapping my fingers and make it suddenly be something different than it is. We're going to do this at the same time. So I've got my butter. I'm going to move my things out of the way. Got my butter in my bowl. And you're going to take 1 cup chocolate chips. You're going to add that to your microwave safe bowl. Now, you're going to put this in the microwave for 1 minute. While that is heating, get out a wooden spoon that you can use to stir that up. And also keep your 1 cup measuring cup. And you're going to need something to scoop your ice cream. Now, I have 2 flavors of ice cream out. I've got chocolate and vanilla. The original recipe calls for vanilla, and I've used vanilla all of these years. But today I'm going to try chocolate because I'm making a hot fudge sauce. Might as well make it even chocolatier. That is the secret ingredient of this incredible sauce. Instead of adding cream and vanilla and all of those other things, you're going to add ice cream as your dairy, and it's going to make it unbelievable. So I'm going to now scoop out 1 cup of chocolate ice cream into my measuring cup. And this is obviously a little bit freezer burned and a little bit hard. So, you know what? And my microwave just beeped, and yours probably did too. So I'm just gonna leave that for a minute and go stir your concoction in the microwave. Now you can leave yours in the microwave, but here's what mine looks like, and I'm just gonna stir it up. It's not fully melted, but I'm going to stir it to get what is melted all stirred up so it doesn't burn. And that actually looks pretty good. I still have some lumps. So I'm going to pop it in again for just 20 more seconds. If your microwave isn't as hot as mine, or if it's hotter, yours might already be done, or maybe it's going to need a little bit more time. I'm just going to pop that in because it is almost set for another 20 seconds. And while I'm at that, I'm going to continue to work on getting some of this out of my container. Wow, I really should have pulled this out earlier. Okay. Probably be easier also with an ice cream scoop. All right. So I'm just going to load this completely full. And again, I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to pause, and I'm going to get that out of the microwave. Okay, so this is perfectly done. And just stir this up. And now what I'm going to add to this is 1/2 cup powdered sugar. And I'm going to stir that in. The original recipe called for granulated sugar, but I liked the texture of the powdered sugar better. So grab your powdered sugar, and you're going to put 1/2 cup in there. And then stir that up. All right. Okay, now I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it back in the microwave for 20 seconds more to get that sugar dissolved. All right, and here we go again. I'm going to continue to work on getting a full cup of ice cream into this measuring cup. Now the original recipe had this being done over a double boiler, but I found that doing it in the microwave cut the stress of not wanting to burn it and made it so that even my kids could make this. All right, so I've got a cup of ice cream. And I've got this nice and hot and smooth. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a squirt of vanilla. Just a little squirt. It's about half a teaspoon. Okay. Personally, I really love vanilla. If you're not a fan of vanilla, you don't need to add that, but I love it. And it also helps it become so smooth. All right, and then I'm going to take my ice cream and I'm going to scoop that out. Okay, and then I'm just going to stir it into this hot sauce until it's totally melted. Obviously my ice cream was very frozen, and so it kind of compacted in there. Now, the interesting thing about this sauce that I have realized over the years is you could really use any ice cream flavor you wanted to. You could put peanut butter ice cream in and make a peanut butter fudge sauce. You could put vanilla, mint, cookies and cream, and then the sky's really the limit as to what you love. And then it'll just flavor it according to your flavor and the chocolate mixed together. So I'd really be interested to see if you try something besides chocolate or vanilla. Let me know. I want to know what it's like. I think that cooking allows us to be really creative and to try new things, especially as we realize it's not that scary. So stir that really well until that ice cream is completely melted in there. And mine is having a hard time getting completely melted. Okay. Then what you're going to want to do is store this in a glass container. I store it in a mason jar, just a pint-sized mason jar, or an old jelly jar. And when this gets cool, it turns into fudge, like literal fudge. And you can just eat it straight out of the jar. Don't tell anybody, but I do that all the time when I need a chocolate fix. Instead of putting it on ice cream, I just eat the fudge. So there you have it. You've just made homemade hot fudge that you can then heat up whenever you want to put it on hot fudge or on a sundae and use it as hot fudge, or eat it straight out of the jar, or heat it up a little bit and dip your bananas into it, or your fruit. You can use it as a fondue. It's very thick, as you can see. It's not going to be running like a normal fondue, but this, once you heat it up, it'll thin out again. This is now obviously cooled down because of all of that ice cream. So there you have it. Now we're going to just put it in a jar. And we are set. so good. Okay. All right, enjoy your hot fudge.